Welcome back to another discussion, guys. In today's talk, I'm going to be going in depth on how men will literally move mountains, become the best version of themselves, and just create an amazing life for a woman that they genuinely care about and love. And they won't do the same for women they don't really care about and love that much. Right, now this might seem obvious, but I think there's still a lot of things to understand about this concept. Okay, so I'm going to be talking from my personal experience and my own unique perspective, being a man who has been on both sides of this spectrum. So I have been with women in my life, or had interactions with women in my life, whatever the dynamic was in that current time, where I didn't really care about them, if I'm being completely honest, right? There wasn't a high level of care. Like, yeah, obviously I like them, and there maybe even was some degree of love for them as a person, but it wasn't to the point where it had this effect that I'm referring to, right? Like these women where there was like a little bit of care, a little bit of love. It was like, yeah, I like them, I like having them around, but they're not going to be the catalyst that drives me to, embody my absolute highest potential and create this amazing life for myself and them. And they just didn't have that effect on me, right? Now, there have been other women in my life, not many, like honestly, probably two, like max, that have had this insanely powerful effect on me of what I refer to as true feminine inspiration, right? Like there are certain women in a man's life who will evoke something within him, something primal. It's very hard to pinpoint exactly what it is, but I'll explain it from my own perspective and my experience, right? For the two women in my life that I've experienced this with before, they have made me want to become the best version of myself. They have made me want to build an amazing life for me and them. They have evoked this natural drive within me to just raise the standards in every area, to overcome the bullshit that is holding me back, to overcome anything that is preventing us from connecting on a deeper level and actually having a thriving relationship. And as I said, there are going to be certain women who do have this effect on men and certain women who don't. And I think the women who do have this effect are extremely rare, and it's obviously based on each individual. Like one woman may have the effect of this, feminine inspiration on one man, but she might not have any ability to do the same on another man. It just depends on how well the two individuals mesh together, and so many different factors involved. But if you're a man watching this, I want you to think back and really think if there's been a woman in your life which just her presence in your life alone has made you want to get better, has made you want to overcome all the fucking bullshit is holding you back, has made you want to raise your standards, has made you want to build an amazing life for you and her. All right, think back, and if there's a woman in your life who has had that effect on you, hopefully you're still with her. In a lot of cases, relationships don't, continue as long as we would like, or maybe some relationships just aren't meant to be for the forever type thing. But just have that past reference and remember what it feels like. And then also think back to a woman where she didn't have that effect on you, where, she might have even been asking you to change certain things or do certain things, and you're just like, you just didn't really give a fuck, right? And this is because one woman had the ability to evoke inspiration in you through her feminine presence, whereas the other didn't really have that same effect. And obviously, depending on the person, it's going to be different reasons why one woman does have that effect and one woman doesn't. For me personally, at least from what I have gathered through my own sort of retrospective analysis, it's got a lot to do with alignment. Okay, if I find a woman who I'm genuinely really, really aligned with, and she ticks most of, if not all the boxes, I'm like, holy shit, this is rare. Okay, and I think that rarity evokes that desire to become better, to build an amazing life for both of us. And this is fucking primal, man. It honestly is. I remember one time I was with this woman, and obviously I'm not going to mention names, but I was with this woman and I was just driving home from her place, and I was thinking I have to level up in every area. Like I need to get in better shape. I need to earn more money. I need to build this. I need to do this. I need to create an amazing life for us because I genuinely really fucking love this woman. I really care for this woman and I just want nothing but the absolute best for her and for both of us. And the men who have experienced this know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a drive like nothing else. It's a push like nothing else. It's an energy that comes from within, literally like nothing else. You will do anything to show up as the man that that woman deserves and to build her the life that she deserves. And the women who are listening to this, I want you to understand this deeply. If a man truly loves you and he truly cares about you and he truly values you, this is something that will naturally happen. It's not something that you have to beg for. It's not something that you have to constantly bring up. You know, you shouldn't, like if a man truly values you, truly loves you, truly sees you as someone that he wants in his life and needs in his life, he's going to want to do these things naturally. You're not going to have to ask. You're not going to have to say, hey, like maybe you should get back in shape, you know, like you were at the start of the relationship, or hey, it would be really good if you know, actually followed through what you said you were going to do and you built that thing and you done what you said you were going to do for me or for the family if you've got like kids involved and stuff like that. You don't need to ask. When a man truly loves you, he wants the best for you, right? He wants to show up as the best version of himself for you. He wants to build the best life for you. This is like a natural, primal inclination. It's something that naturally occurs in men, and I'm sure to one degree or another it occurs in women as well. I can't speak from that direct experience because I'm not a woman, obviously, right? And it's just something to be aware of. Like if you're a woman and your man is like literally just not giving a fuck about how he's showing up in the relationship, he's not really giving a fuck about you, he's not really giving a fuck about, you know, what he's creating for you and all that sort of stuff in life, it's probably, you know, going to hurt you to hear this, but he might not care about you as much as you think he does. Because a man who truly cares about you, a man who truly values you, a man who genuinely does not want to lose you, wants to become the best version of himself for you. He wants to create an amazing life for you. And men, coming back to the men, like if you're in a relationship with a woman and she doesn't have this effect on you, like she doesn't drive you towards greatness, she doesn't like fucking have this effect of like you need to become excellence in every form for this woman, I'm not saying break up with her. You know, I'm not gonna be the one who gives that fucking order, but just have a think about it, right? Because if you've experienced it before, you know that that is what I would describe as like a love worth fighting for. Okay, if the love doesn't like inspire me to become better, if it doesn't inspire me to build, if it doesn't drive me towards greatness, I don't really want to be a part of it. I'm not in the game of, you know, mediocre love or like, oh yeah, I'm just with this chick just because, you know, it's better than being alone or it's better than being single and I'm just sort of settling. Fuck no, I'm so happy by myself, genuinely. Like right now at the time of this video, I am single and I'm so happy single. And in order for me to justify getting in a relationship, that woman better have this effect on me. And to be quite honest, if she doesn't have that effect on me, I'm not going to get in a relationship with her. It's that simple. Because I think, why settle for less when you can have that effect? And I've had that effect before and I know that it is possible with the right woman. So if you're a guy, just think about it. I'm not saying break up with your fucking missus, blah, blah, blah. But what I am saying is just think about if you truly love, desire and value this woman. And if you're a woman, just think like, does this man truly love, desire and value me? It's a good thing to think about. And also, I'm not going to put all the responsibility on the man here. Like, and it's not even responsibility. It's more of like a natural effect a woman has. But women, you can absolutely do things that make a man more inclined to be inspired by your feminine presence. And that is like, don't fucking be chaotic. Don't be another challenge he has to deal with. Don't, you know, constantly start shit. Be his peace. Be supportive. Be nurturing. Be loving. Be all these things that men actually want, like masculine men want in feminine women. Men don't want another fucking challenge. Okay? You're like these women who have this ideology of, oh, can you handle me? It's like, you know what? I don't want to even try. I don't want another challenge. A man's life, especially a masculine man's life, is focused on business, fitness, progression, self-mastery. it's all challenges. Like it's literally all challenges. And so when it comes to a woman, we don't want another challenge. And we will do things for the women that evoke natural inspiration in us. And you don't get a man to move mountains for you by asking. This is a really key point. You inspire it in him, okay? You don't demand it from him, you inspire it in him. And you inspire it through the way you show up in the relationship, through your constant support, through your constant love, through your genuine belief in him. And that brings me to my next point. Like, a woman's belief in her man is insanely powerful. I don't think that women truly understand how powerful this element is, but to have a woman's belief in you is insanely powerful. It is like a superpower. Obviously, yes, a man should believe in himself, and a man should have his own self-belief and his own confidence in his own abilities, and yes, of course. But just knowing that your woman truly believes in you, truly backs you, truly supports your mission, that is like, holy fuck. You know, I can do anything. I've had this before, you know, I've obviously been in relationships before, and these women have had immense belief in me, immense support for me, immense, like, just like an unwavering level of, you've got this, you know? And you literally walk into the world just like you're fucking bulletproof. You're like, nothing can stop me. You know, especially like I've got an insanely high level of self-belief as well. But having that self-belief combined with, you know, my partner at the time self-belief, it's like, bro, nothing is stopping me from smashing my goals. Absolutely nothing. So if you're a woman listening to this, one thing that you can do to firstly just make the relationship a lot better, and also evoke that natural inspiration in your man, is believe in him and let him know you believe in him too. A lot of women will like communicate covertly, meaning like they would just do it indirectly, sort of imply it, think that the other person knows, like the man knows. A lot of men operate purely in terms of like communication styles overtly, meaning it has to literally be directly said, like literally pulling your man aside and saying, hey, just want to let you know, I fucking believe in you, and I think that you can do anything you set your mind to, and I'm here for you, and I just know that you will continue to keep crushing it. Just those words alone from a woman that you love, it is like rocket fuel. It will propel a man to greatness. It's like armor on a man. It's that belief from his woman is insanely powerful. So if you're a woman, I highly, highly recommend that you let your man know that you truly believe in him, and you instill that belief in him, and you protect him spiritually, right? There's a really good saying, the man protects the woman in the physical realm, but the woman protects the man in the spiritual realm. Like, you don't need to, but it would be in your best interest to constantly build your man up and say like, I'm so proud of you, I believe in you, you know, you're doing amazing, all these little things which you might think they don't matter, and you might think it's just, you know, not necessary. And a relationship can exist without them, but there's a big difference between a relationship existing and a relationship thriving. And the relationships that thrive happen when the women understand these fundamental things. And it doesn't take much from the woman's end to, you know, say, I believe in you, I love you, I support you, I know you've got this. It doesn't take much from her end, but it does so much for the man. And then also, it also adds an element of reciprocation. When a woman is supporting the man and showing all this love and, you know, genuine good attributes towards the man naturally is going to want to reciprocate that. And that's when you get in this like mutual servitude where both parties want to serve each other and create an amazing and harmonious dynamic. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is how you should not settle. Honestly, I truly believe this. I genuinely believe that in all things in life, you should not settle, but particularly in your relationships, I think one of the biggest decisions you can ever make is who you choose to be your life partner, and who you choose to go along this journey of life with matters so much more than a lot of people think. You know, a lot of people just base their decisions on who they date on physical attributes, like, oh, you know, especially from a man's perspective, oh yeah, bro, she's got a mad set of tits and a good ass, she's, you know, pretty face, yeah, she's mint. It's like, okay, cool, like that, yeah, of course, all that stuff matters. You know, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter. Physical attraction is definitely a part of the dynamic, but what good is all of that if she's constantly chaotic, doesn't support you, doesn't show any love, no aligned values? Like, yeah, that stuff matters, but the other stuff also matters a lot. So, and from a woman's perspective, don't just choose guys based on superficial shit either. Like, make sure you two are truly aligned and make sure that they are actually going to be like a genuine force of support and love within your life, because relationships are, it's like one long conversation. That's a great way to think about it. Relationships are a one long conversation. And if that conversation is based in you two tearing each other down and no support and no genuine love, then I don't think it's worth being in the first place. That's my personal take. Again, I'm not saying break up with your partner. That's your decision to make. But what I am saying is I think it's a very smart thing to do, to have extremely high standards in terms of your relationship, who you choose to be with, who you choose to continue to be with, because you only have one partner, right? You only have one partner, and it's not just your partner, it's going to be the mother of your children or the father of your children. It's going to be your person you confide in. It's going to be your fucking, advisor. It's going to be so many, they play so many roles. They have so many hats. And so pick someone who is right for that. Okay, don't just settle for superficial shit, or don't just settle because you're lonely, or settle because, you think you need to have a partner by a certain age. It's all bullshit. Pick the person that fits for you and hold that decision to a super high standard. Thank you guys. I hope you got a ton of value from this video. If you did, give it a like, comment what you think, or DM me on Instagram, which is Ricky Gorsey. And if you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to click that subscribe button below. Thank you.